race for a place in Europe, we'll be looking back later at some European adventures of the past. That's this week's Golden Goals feature. But first, today's headlines with Chris.
Sheffield Wednesday's 3-1 win over Wimbledon edges the Owls closer to Europe in the UEFA Cup. Teenager O'Neill Donaldson scoring his first ever Premiership goal, and then a late double Dutch strike from Orlando Trustful securing the win. A top 5 finish is what they want. Leeds boss George Graham admits they were fortunate to get a point from a 1-1 draw at Nottingham Forest, whilst Liverpool keeper David James won't be keeping any cuttings for his scrapbook after a horror show in Manchester United's 3-1 win at Anfield that all but gives them the title. United then need 5 points from their 4 remaining games, 3 of which are at home, to retain their crown. 5th spot seams between Villa and Wednesday. Leeds should finish in the top 10. As for who'll go down, it looks like Forest, then Permanent, 2 from 6. Sunderland were the only winners yesterday. Their 1-0 win at Middlesbrough seeing them jump out of the relegation zone, and West Ham in it. Now back to the Nationwide League and John.
Barnsley could have been promoted to the Premiership at Selhurst Park yesterday. As it was, the celebrations had to be put on hold for the time being. Palace, of course, still have playoff ambitions themselves. They silenced the considerable travelling contingent on the half-hour, a thumping header from Neil Shipperley. Barnsley had to wait until just after half-time to get back on level terms. A flowing move involving Clint Marcel, Darren Sheridan and Neil Thompson ended with Paul Wilkinson being bundled over by Andy Linnigan. No doubt in referee Clive Wilkes' mind, and Thompson thumped home a perfect penalty. But they had to pay a high price for their point as Matty Appleby collided with teammate Ariane Dezou. Dave Watson came to the rescue as the game continued, but torn ankle ligaments mean Appleby will play no further part this season. Palace won, Barnsley won.
Sheffield United can't get automatic promotion, but they're a good bet for the playoffs after a 1-1 draw at Tranmere. Howard Kendall will be happy with a point from his return to Merseyside, even if he didn't like the defending, which led to Lee Jones, on loan from Liverpool, giving Tranmere a first-half lead. But shortly after the break, parity restored with something of a role reversal. Janaga Fjortoft acting as provider for Dane Whitehouse when Eric Nixon couldn't hold his shot. Tranmere won, Sheffield United won.
A dull, drab, goalless draw at the McAlpine. Difficult to pick many highlights. Steve Francis had to get down smartly to save from Albion's Richard Snakers, but Town can't wait for the season to end.
Another 15,000 turnout at Bradford, but it ended in disappointment for the fans who've stuck with the side despite their position. Birmingham came unbeaten in 7, and although they're not going up or down, they wanted the win bonus. Paul Devlin with the first goal in the first half. City did create good chances of their own. Ollie Bjorn Sundgot's cleared shot falling to Sean Murray. Ian Bennett in the right place at the right time, though. And with Bradford pushing for an equaliser, they were caught for the second in the final minutes. Paul Furlong onside and not really able to miss from the precision cross from Johnson. Bradford 0, Birmingham 2. So Bradford's defeat, coupled with Grimsby's victory, sees them swap places. It looks like one of them, plus Oldham and Southend, will be going down, although Huddersfield aren't mathematically safe just yet. At the right end of the table, Barnsley's place in the Premiership could be confirmed in midweek. Only Wolves can catch them. They both have games. One more win for Sheffield United.